welcome back to the Hoosier Squad. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are finally getting into the mini bike game. As you know, we have the two in the rear, one in the front, three-wheeler motorbike, but doesn't quite perform like it should. That is until we get the axle welded up, but we don't have the equipment to do that at this shop, so I'll have to take it back to my other one and weld out the rear axle at that location. Until then, though, we have this mini bike here, which will be a project that can be done in a small space. So this can be kind of like a budget build, kind of showing that it is possible to have a very fun rider and something that you will enjoy to be on and ride, that you can build in your garage, or you can repair in your garage, or if it just needs a couple things done, you can do it at home. Picked up this mini bike and everything on the table with it, all for 85 bucks, I think. Yeah, all for like 80 bucks. So definitely pretty cheap for a whole mini bike and everything that it needs to run. The motor that's on it works. It's a Briggs & Stratton 5.5 horsepower motor. This is probably the one we'll go with at first, and then later on we might switch to the 212. But the 212 has some things that it needs done to it. Like, for example, it needs a new coil for the spark plug. It needs a new vacuum line for the gas, and just some other minor things like that. So definitely when you're buying a mini bike, make sure you get like a good idea what you're getting into. Because you don't want to have something that needs a lot of work if you're going with a budget build. So this one doesn't need much. Just the handlebars have like a little bit of a bend in it, and the motor doesn't have a centrifugal clutch, which is not a big deal. So a centrifugal clutch, you can pick those up anywhere in between $20 to $80, and some are even more than that. Like, you can go up to 150, but at that point you might as well get a torque converter. But like, if you just need a centrifugal clutch for a smaller application, around a $20 to $30 centrifugal clutch will work just fine. So that's probably what we'll end up putting on this. You can buy those at Rural King off Amazon. I know some Tractor Supply sell them, some Tops. So just check your local area. You'll probably be able to find one pretty quick. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're probably going to take off all the things that need fixed. So these handlebars will come off. We'll take the 212 off the table because we're not going to be using it right away. And then we'll just look at other things that need to be taken off that aren't necessary. So for example, this Briggs & Stratton has two prongs on it. That would be necessary if you're running a belt drive. They're not necessary for running a chain drive, which is what we will be doing. So we have a couple of prongs to get off. Then I'm going to look through my spare parts box and see if I can find an air filter assembly for the top of the carburetor on the Briggs. And then after that, we should have everything set up for the motor, and then we can see if the motor actually runs like the guy said, or if it doesn't. When you've done what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, open letter again. You don't know what you want. Alright, so next, is that what I was about to say? Next thing we got to do is take the old brake cable off, and I'll show you why after I get it off. I can tell you why it won't come through this pipe piece at all. Like, it won't even move an inch. So we're going to take it out and put a new one in. Alright, so I went ahead and I switched to my phone. So when you get a mini bike, you should be able to just take these little throttle cables and just like push them up and down. As you can see, this one, my nail almost turning white there, so I'm putting a lot of force in trying to push this up, and it's not wanting to go. I know it's not a problem with the brake arm, because the brake arm will just move right up and down for me. So we'll probably just need a new brake cable. Not a big deal. They're like, maybe you can use bike cables for these, so I'd say at the most this might run us like maybe 10 bucks to fix. Still definitely within the budget build price range. I would say if you come out of building a mini bike and you only end up spending maybe, I want to say the most I'll probably end up spending on this would be like 110 with the parts I'll just end up getting for it. And then I'll have to buy wood and some leather to go over top of that to make a seat. So maybe 130 is what you should spend like on a cheap mini bike project. I know it's going to seem intimidating to a lot of people at first, like, well, maybe not. Maybe it will, maybe it won't to you. I don't know. But like a kid that was wanting to get into it, might seem intimidating. Just know you're going to knock these out as little purchases throughout having your mini bike. It's not all going to be in one purchase, so you're not going to have to save up that much just to spend all of it at once. You'll probably buy the mini bike for however much you get it for, and then you'll do like a whole bunch of smaller, like $20 purchases for it. So I'll try and get all the parts in for this soon. And then that's when we'll really get to working on this. This is kind of like an overview of did we come out on top with a good deal or not. And we'll find that out as we work with it. So he gave me the twist grips that he was going to install. I'll zoom in on those real quick. So these are like a basic set, kind of off Amazon. Amazon, Go Power Sports, anywhere will really sell these, and they're pretty inexpensive. So at the most, I'd say you'll spend maybe 17, 18 bucks on one of these. So this little kit is basically, there we go. Comes with a throttle cable to run down to your go-kart or mini bikes. What's it called? Throttle itself. Yeah, I don't know why I blinked on that, whether it's just a throttle cable. But this will basically run down to your mini bike's throttle control. And then you'll have this little two-part here. Go ahead and open this real quick. Footage to make you seasick. All right. Then you'll have this little piece right here. It has a little screw-on piece on the back to help fasten it down. And this will go over top of this piece here. And then the throttle will go through here into this piece. So we'll go ahead and set the throttle cable up. We won't put it on today because we won't be needing to put it on today. But we'll go ahead and get it set up so you guys can see what it looks like. All in pieces right here. So obviously the first part is to take your throttle cable itself, and you're just going to want to feed it through the assembly and then screw the assembly on. So what you're going to want to do next is just tighten this piece down here, and then after that you're going to take this little guy here, and he's just going to go straight down like this after you pull the cord through. So then you can attach it to your actual twist grip, and then you'll fasten it all together just like that. And then like this here, put that little guy in, and then you'll grab your twist grip, and your twist grip will basically this piece will go into your twist grip, and then you'll have it all set up. So I'm just gonna put it together. The other end will just go on where it was, and you'll screw it all together. So the tires, we definitely have to see if we have to replace them or not. This one, the front tire, if you see cracks like these in it, definitely should consider replacing the tire, because that means it's going into dry rot. So if you have bought a mini bike or a go-kart or even an ATV, car, truck, if you see big cracks, you might want to at least get it checked out. Not all cracks, like there's like minor ones, like maybe this one right here. If there's like a minor crack like that, it should be fine. But if you have bigger cracks like this one where it's going across this entire area, that's like more than an inch long, then a whole bunch of cracks over here, another crack there, another really long crack here. If you flip it over, we got some more long cracks as well, just going all the way around the tire. You definitely want to replace it if the cracks are showing up everywhere. But if they're like little minor cracks like this, those generally are okay, because it's just the tire being worn down. So we'll go ahead and switch to the rear tire real quick. It's over here. And this one is going to get replaced mainly because it's really bald. If you were like in town, this tire could still be ran a little bit. And we might run it on the mini bike once we first get it started if we haven't gotten a new tire by then. But as far as where I'm going to be riding it for the most part, we should definitely replace this tire. We don't want this one to be on here. So the brake caliper though is in great shape, as well as the sprocket is also in great shape. So both of those definitely don't need replaced, or I don't even think they need worked on really. Looks like the set screws are pretty well where they need to be. Might need to tighten some of the set screws up, but that'll be about it. And the bearings, they seem okay. Definitely need some grease and a little bit of running probably. But then other than that, the motor will just need an air filter manifold, the air filter manifold, and then the gas cap as well. So other than that, this motor is ready to go, and then we will get all these parts put on it in the next video. But now it's time to find out if this mini bike was worth it. So this entire mini bike is the just the guide to kind of show you guys that it is possible to have a fun mini bike for cheap if you're willing to put in the time and the effort into it. So at the end of this, we will go ahead and compare it to just buying a mini bike that works. I'm not going to buy a mini bike that works. Like, I'm not going to do like a comparison video that way. I'm just going to basically tell you guys whether or not I thought it was worth it to just put the hours into this and to build this instead of buying a running one. Because I have bought a running and driving machine, and that is the go-kart. It was a lot more expensive than this mini bike, around 4 times more expensive than the mini bike to be precise. So if you guys are interested in this series, I will be making more videos on it. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment and share to someone that you think might find this series interesting. So until next time, stay safe, and remember, Hoosier Squad.